Welcome to Cow Free Kicks. On this channel I review leather-free sneakers only, and today I've got an absolute dream of a shoe. It is the NIKE ACG Air Nasu 2. Before I kick the review off, if you're new to the channel, I always look into 5 main things when I review a pair of sneakers. At the end of the video, I'll then give these NIKE ACG NASU 2s an overall rating out of 5 stars. If you like what you see as you're going along, it is greatly appreciated if you click the little thumbs up like button below on your device. And also, if you want to show some more support, you can just take the time to subscribe to the channel and click that little bell that pops up next to it. Let's kick this review off then by checking these NIKE ACG NASU 2s out on feet. So I reviewed the original NIKE Air ACG Nasus back in March 2020 last year, and I absolutely loved them, except I did have a huge hang up about the way that they looked, because to me they still look too much like a hiking shoe rather than a trail runner that you could get away with wearing as an everyday lifestyle sneaker. But Nike have gone away and come back with these NIKE Air ACG Nasu 2s, and they look incredible. I love this fog grey colourway with the peachy melon hints to it. You've also got a smoky mauve colourway and a black anthracite colourway. All three look incredible. Let's start though with how Nike have not changed a few things on this sneaker, starting with the outsole. Now the outsole for these is exactly the same hardened rubberized grip that you got on the originals, again with the two-tone fog grey and peach melon. Also the same is the React foam that they've used in the midsole, and they've carried over this speckled effect, which I absolutely love. But the upper is where all the changes are for this shoe, and I think every change is great, starting with the toe guard protection that they've added. Now you can see they've added a hardened rubberized toe guard around the front of the shoe that wraps around the inside of your big toe, really offering you more stability in the toe box area. As well as that, they've added hardened TPU detailing on the shoe to kind of create like a mud guard around the upper. It starts with the toe box here, where you've got an embroidered Nike swoosh, and it wraps all the way around the foot, all the way around the heel with some more ACG branding, and all the way around the inside. So this hardened mudguard is also going to offer you more support, but they're possibly going to be a lot easier to clean than the last pair too. Then you've got some ripstop fabric material this time in the toe box area that runs up into the tongue and also goes over the midfoot of the shoe. If you're not aware what ripstop fabric is, it's a fabric that's supposed to stop rips from going too far in your shoes, and they should be held within the small boxes where the rip occurs. Underneath that rip fabric, and here where you've got the second swoosh in the midfoot, is some padding, and it's got some perforations in, and you'll see how that can perform in the breathability test later. You've got a heel pull on this one, again like you did the last time. For me though, the heel pull is really small. Like, I've got quite long spaghetti fingers. In no way are they like chunky at all, and I can't get my finger in further than that. So the heel pull does need to be improved a little bit. Another improvement Nike have made is with the eye stays for the shoe. You've got hardened rubberized eye stays here that are going to be much more supportive than the old ones that were just kind of held in with little bits of nylon fabric. So I think they've really improved the supportive nature of these, and looks wise I just think they look so good with the color combinations and also with the overlays that they've added. Next I want to move on to their comfort, where I'm going to put them to the test on my back doorstep. You can see from the step test that this React foam unit for the midsole has so much to offer comfort wise. It's incredibly bouncy, nice and squidgy, and very responsive, and has a really nice amount of bounce back. You can see that from the toe to the heel, every part of this foam unit offers you really good comfort. And I found as well that even though they've got this extra rugged chunky outsole, there was no loss in comfort for me when it was under my foot. Now sometimes the kind of comfort transfer can get lost a little bit from the foam unit to the floor when you do have incredibly rugged outsole units on there, just because it makes the shoe much more rigid. Like, these are a very rigid shoe, they're not too flexible, but I find that it doesn't really impact the comfort at all because of how squidgy and responsive the Nike React foam unit is. Now you also get a nice amount of padding around the heel of the shoe and inside the shoe as well. You can see the melon padding with the perforations in the toe box area. Fit wise, they're an absolute true fit. These fit me absolutely perfectly. Now length wise, my feet are an absolute true fit UK size 10, but width wise, I have slightly wider than average feet. So sometimes I can find the toe box area on shoes a little bit tight, but for me, these were nice and wide, and they've got a nice amount of room for your foot in the toe box area. So don't worry about going half size up or half size down. They're an absolute bang on true fit. Next, I want to pop these on the scales to show you how much they weigh. So these are 21 grams heavier than the original Nike Air ACG Nasus that I reviewed back in March 2020. Coming in at 388 grams, that additional weight can easily be explained though, because the amount of overlays that you've got on top now that are going to offer you more support and protection. Starting with the additional rubber around the lacing system, then you've got this hardened TPU mudguard that runs all the way around the shoe, and also you have this extended toe guard at the front here, which is incredibly hardened. So you're going to add more weight with those additional features, and I don't mind the weight at all of 388 grams because I really love what Nike have done with the upper of this, the changes they've made and the extra support you're offered, and I absolutely love the comfort you get from this chunky outsole. And don't forget, these are a pair of trail runners, so they are supposed to be built to be more sturdy, so 388 is still a really good weight for me. Next, I want to move on to their breathability, where I'm going to pump the sneaker full of smoke to see how breathable it is. Great result in the breathability test. You can see that there are perforations just underneath the ripstop fabric. Those perforations do run out through the tongue and all the way through the midfoot, and the smoke escaped very quickly and in large amounts from all areas of the upper. Now the original pair as well were very breathable, so it's nice to see that even though they've got these additional materials on the upper, that they've still kept them an incredibly breathable shoe, and I'm very happy about that. Now I want to move on to their price. These cost me £110. and I think that's a great price for a shoe that really could be a shoe for life and offers you so much in so many different areas. And looks wise, because it's been improved so much, I definitely think you could get away with wearing these as an everyday lifestyle shoe, and for that reason these definitely get 5 stars in my book. I think these are one of the best pair of trail runners that I've tried on my feet. They feel so good underfoot, but they also look so good as well. I love all the colorways. I just think they've got so much to offer, and it's a really good price point from Nike. Now, if you like to agree or disagree, please let me know in the comments below. You can also chuck me a thumbs up if you haven't already, and take the time if you can as well to subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram. But I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.